And now look at the Simulated Baseball League results for Sunday, November 9, the third and final session of the day. Interleague play continues, and now the expansion teams are all home to the original 16, with the exception of the Braves and Twins, of course, because there's 16 of them and only 14 expansion teams. So Braves and Twins continue the series that they started when they had the only game in the previous session. So this will finish day 24, and this will be the 72nd overall simulated run through whatifsports.com. And so we will start at the top with that Braves and Twins game first. And by the way, the score, the count now, with each side winning 7 on the interleague schedule, it's now a lead of 53-45 in favor of the original 16. 53-45 through 98 interleague games. We'll talk about all those in a minute. Braves beat the Twins again. The final was 5-2. Atlanta, the home club. Phil Niekro 8-4 over Jim Merritt 8-10, and Kimbrel save 16 for Atlanta. Aaron at number 20, Murphy number 16, and Gant number 7 for Atlanta. No Minnesota homers in the game. Yankees and Blue Jays 9-1 New York, the final. Andy Pettit 6-6 over Dave Steve 6-5. The Yankees get 3 home runs. Maris the pair, numbers 28 and 29, and Ruth hit number 35. The only Toronto run was home run number 18 for Sean Green. Red Sox get by the Mariners 3-1. Derek Lowe the win, 6-3. Sasaki, the Mariner closer, the loss, 2-2. And save 11 for Uehara. Fisk hit number 2, Petrocelli number 13 for Seattle. Detroit gets by Milwaukee, the final 8-4. Fidrich the winner, 8-3. And Mike Caldwell, the loss. Caldwell now 5-6. Milwaukee hit the only home runs. Gorman Thomas, number 21. And Tommy Harper with number 7. In 11, Nationals get by the White Sox. 3-2 the final. Steve Rogers, the bullpen vulture, now 6-0. And the White Sox loss to Keith Falk, and he's now 1-6. Staub at number 13 for Washington. Dye number 6 for Chicago. Indians get by the Rangers 8-2 the final in this one. Kluber the win, 3-6. Darvish the loss, 1-5. Teixeira hit the only home run for the losing Rangers. It's 14 for Teixeira. The Dodgers crushed the Rays 15-1. Hershiser 5-7 over Hellickson 5-7. Hershiser goes all the way on a 3-hit, 1-run effort. The only home runs hit by the Dodgers: Scott Van Slyke off the bench, number 1. Garvey, number 6. Beltre, number 14. All in a winning cause for LA. The Giants get by the Rockies 7-4. Lincecum the win, 7-3. And Jimenez the loss, 4-6. Nin gets saved 17 for the Giants, who get home runs from Mays and Posey. Number 7 for Posey, Mays number 15. There were no home runs for the Rockies in the game. But now we start to see where the expansion era franchises get some victories. Starting with the Marlins and the Orioles, Miami wins big 14-3. Alex Fernandez is the winner at 3-6. Jim Palmer 3-9 with the loss, and Anibal Sanchez gets a save for the Marlins, number 1. Now the Marlins get 3 home runs. Wes Habs, number 4, Derek Lee, number 12, and Hanley Ramirez, number 10. The Ramirez home run was a slam. Brady Anderson hit number 9 for Baltimore. The Diamondbacks get by the Athletics in a slugfest, 11-10. Daniel Hudson charged with his 5th blown save, which allows Kim to win it. Now 2-0. And Jim Nash is the loser for Oakland, 0-1. Justin Upton, the only home run for Arizona, number 8. And meanwhile for Oakland, Canseco a pair, number 17 and 18. Reggie Jackson, number 7. Eric Chavez, number 7. And Mark Ellis with number 2. And no. Thought for a second we may have a cycle we need to investigate, but no. 11-10, Diamondbacks win. Mets get by the Pirates 3-1. Sid Fernandez 7-4 over Rick Rhoden 3-9. And Randy Myers picks up save number 16. Alderud number 8, Robin Ventura number 6 in the home run department for the Mets. And those are the only home runs in the game. Astros beat the Cubs 5-2 the final. Pete Harnisch the win, 3-7. Ryan Dempster the loss, 6-4. Billy Wagner saved 13. 2 home runs for the Astros. Hidalgo number 15 and Cedeno with number 14. Angels edge the Cardinals 5-4. Troy Percival is the winner, 2-1. Paul Kyogas the loss, 1-1, and Joe Smith picks up the save, and that's 12 saves for Smith. DeCinze number 16 and Grich number 7 for the Angels. Tatis with number 9 for the Cardinals. The Padres just don't stop winning. They beat the Phillies 9-7. Clay Meredith the winner, 2-1. Al Holland the loss, 1-2. And Hoffman now with 17 saves. The Padres hit 5 home runs. Tennis number 10, Winfield number 16, Caminetti number 13, and Nevin a pair, number 7 and 8. The Phillies get number 4 from Bobby Abreu. And finally, Cincinnati and Kansas City. The Reds win it 7-5. Jose Rijo 3-6. Severino Yordano Ventura 4-5. And Aroldis Chapman now with save 20 to lead the entire simulated league. And there were no home runs. So that'll wrap up the scoreboard. Let's give you an update on the standings before we close out. Now with 24 days and 72 simulation runs complete. So in the National League, that's where the original 16 franchises are. Eastern Division, Yankees 40-23. White Sox trail by 6. They're 34-29. The Red Sox now over 500 at 32-31. They trail by 8. The Tigers are 31-32, trailing by 9. And the Indians are 25-39, and they trail by 15.5. In the Central Division, the Braves on top, 39-25. The Giants are 34-30. They trail by 5. The Twins are exactly the same. The Dodgers 31-32, trail by 7.5. The Orioles 30-32, they're trailing by 8. And the A's 27-38, they trail by 12.5. The West in the simulated league, the Cardinals at 37-26. Reds 34-31 trail by 3. Phillies 31-30 trail by 5. Cubs are 28-36. They trail by 9.5. And the Pirates are 24-39 and they trail by 13. On the American League side, that's where the expansion franchises are. Eastern Division, Angels 38-25. The Padres now are 34-29. They trail by 4. They've won 7 straight. And since starting 4-12, San Diego is now 30-17. Astros 33-30. They are 5 back. The Mets are 33-31, 5.5 back. And the Royals are 29-35, and they trail by 9.5. In the Central, Blue Jays 36-27. Brewers trail by 2. They're 34-29. The Nationals are 32-30. They trail by 3.5. The Mariners are 10 back at 26-37. And the Rangers are 11 back at 24-37. And finally in the West, the Diamondbacks on top, 32-30. The Rays are 30-33. They trail by 2.5. The Marlins are 28-35. They trail by 4.5. And the Rockies are 26-35, and they trail by 5.5. And that'll wrap it up. More later.